Thank you very much. First and foremost, let me say that to the Ministry of Sports and AK, congratulations for celebrating athletics at 70. I think this is the first event of its kind that recognizes those who have brought honor to this country through sports. And today, as we celebrate AK at 70 as a region from Uasin Gishu County, and generally I can speak on behalf of NOREP, the North Rift Economic Bloc, where I'm the chair, that brings together majority of those counties that have actually produced these champions, is to say that we really appreciate the role they have played. And the reason why we are here is to actually celebrate them and tell the world that we have men and women of honor through sports who have made a serious contribution to the development of this country. Secondly, as we celebrate AK at 70, we are not only celebrating what we have in the current, but we are also looking into the future. And into the future, as county governments of the region, we are investing in sports facilities with the hope that not so long into the future, we should be able to host international events in the country so that our Kenya fan base can have opportunity to witness some of these sports live. We've seen Kenyans have made a mark in terms of world records all over the globe, but we would like some of those records now to be broken in our own soils in Kenya. And that's why, as county government of Uasin Gishu, we are investing in 64 stadium from scratch to end, and we have already budgeted 1.2 billion for that stadium. Nandi County is in the process of completing Kipkeno Stadium. At Geo Marakwet, they're in the process of completing Kamarin Stadium. And so, as a region, we are also looking into tapping sports, not just for entertainment, for talent, but we are also looking at how then do we also use this sport as a tourism attraction in the country. So as county government of Uasin Gishu, we are investing on a high altitude training center. And with that altitude training center, we want to give opportunity to young people who don't have a chance to go to these established camps where they have managers and agents. But we as government want to give them that platform and also bring in other athletes from other countries to come and train with our champions as a way of promoting and spurring sports tourism.
How urgent are the facilities required?
Like 3 years ago. And that is why we are really trying to push even national government to complete like Kipchoge and Eldred. But already for us in the county government, we've already put a tender out for 64 stadium. It's a contract that's supposed to be complete in the next 18 months. We are hopeful that we are going to get a serious contractor. You know, most of these sports facilities you see lagging behind. Government had already put funds. Government had already brought in a contractor, but the contractors have let us down. But we hope that we are going to get good contractors to complete the projects.
And of course, one of the, as we celebrate the athletes who trailblazed, one of the key issues or sticking point has been on their welfare. And listening to yesterday's Jack Dway, the chairman of the Athletics Kenya speak, was one of the things that they plan to do is maybe enroll some of the athletes who are going through a rough path in their lives into a medical scheme. What would be your thought on this? Have you given it a thought? Or
it's definitely a good idea. What we are doing ourselves as our small contribution is actually to train them, because you realize that a majority of these athletes are people who through sports have also been able to create wealth, but somehow in the process a majority of them have lost that wealth. Now what we are doing in our Department of Sports is actually training them on financial management, so that the little resources they make through sports, they should prudently manage them so that it can serve them in their old age. However, there's nothing wrong in Ministry of Sports like giving them a cover. In any case, these are people who have marketed this nation without the government spending much money. You can imagine how much money we are spending on KTB, promoting Kenya, Magical Kenya. They are spending billions of shillings. But Magical Kenya, KTB, and all these others cannot market Kenya the way Eliud Kipchoge stopped the world for under 2 hours. The whole world was watching Eliud Kipchoge. It's an opportunity for Kenya to manage. So what is a big deal if government decides to give every legend even a medical cover of 2 million? I mean, it's just a drop in the sea compared to what they are bringing. In fact, all the money we are using for branding and marketing Kenya, if we can use sports, I think we shall even reach more nations and more people globally than the current arrangement where we are hiring some BBC fellows there and so forth.
So what would be your proposal to KTB, who are currently handling athletes and the image?
KTB should use our sports instead of spending our money paying PPC and other TV stations out there. Let's take all our sportsmen and women from all disciplines, whether athletics, rugby. We have people who have done very well in skiing. We have people who have done very well in the past in things like cricket. You know, if we can use those ones, one, we shall be retaining the money in the country. Two, we shall be helping them to live their life better. And three, we shall be still reaching to our desired market globally.
Yes, thank you so much, Bwana Governor, for your time, and all the best in your plans of putting up infrastructure that will uplift athletics in the country and the globe as well.
Thank you.